This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Gittin, Erev Shabbos, Erev Chodesh, and Afreilach and Chanukah. We've spoken about this Zemer in past years. We have new information on it for this year. The name of the Zemer is Ichlu Mashmanim, which is attributed to Rabbi Avram ibn Ezra, not Even Ezra. Even Ezra is a chelek in Shulchan Aruch, Even HaEzer. There's no person Even Ezra. That's just Amaratzas to call it that. His name was Rabbi Avram Ibn means son of Ezra. And this song is attributed to him. In past years, we mentioned, if anybody knows a Niggunim for it, and last year I got an overwhelming response of various Niggunim, so I'm going to share them with you at the end of this year. Most of them came from various family members of the Belsky family, that they were very kind and gracious to send me their personal recordings of the song Ichlu Mashmanim, either from descendants or relatives of Rabbi Belsky or his father-in-law Rabbi Wilhelm. And the traditional niggun, I believe, goes something like this: Ichlu mashmanim b'sohilas revucha toirim uvnei yoina lekavod Shabbos Chanukah. Ichlu mashmanim b'sohilas revucha toirim uvnei yoina lekavod Shabbos Chanukah. Hi, 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 hi. Beiskar, Timkar, Tachkar, Tiskar, Tiskar, Tachkar, Timkar, Beiskar. Lekavod Shabbos Chanukah, Lekavod Shabbos Chanukah, Lekavod Shabbos Chanukah. I'll play you the rest of it at the end of the shir. They have the traditional way of singing it, and we'll learn it from that. And there's also a beautiful Bavava Niggun, but I want to just speak about the meaning of it, because there have been many who have questioned the authenticity and authorship of this niggun. In fact, in Shal Sechuvas Mari Bruna, he brings in Ois Kuf Lamed Zayin that Rabbeinu Avram HaKoyen did not want to let the Bachurim to sing the Zemer Ichlu Mashmanim, because it's mashma as if it was enacted by a Talmid Chacham. But how could you say Ichlu Mashmanim, eat fatty foods, L'tzoyrech Shabbos Chanukah, for the needs of Shabbos Chanukah, where on Chanukah the Sudos are Rishus, they're not Sudas Mitzvah. So how can you say it's L'tzoyrech Chanukah? It's mashma, it's a mitzvah. Therefore, the Rabbeinu Avram HaKohen did not allow the Bachurim to sing it, because it seems to imply, not like the Shita of Marame Rutenberg, who holds that Sudas Chanukah are only Sudas Rishus. Furthermore, if you study this Zemer, it seems a bit unusual. We'll translate the words, because it seems to be a call for excessive eating and imbibing alcohol on Shabbos Chanukah. And because of that, there have been many who question this. So we'll translate: Ichlu mashmanim, eat fatty foods, v'soilas revucha, and scalded flour, toirim of neyonim, turtle doves and pigeons, Shabbos v'Chanukah. And then high base core, this measurement of land, timkar, sell it, give it as a sharecropper, rent yourself out, l'tzoyrech Shabbos Chanukah. Barburim avusim, fatty delicacies, b'shipudim suyim, on roasted spits, v'chalal ishim, consumed in the fire, echad min hamenuyim, one of the people who are counted, rachvatay v'shamein, soft, good, fatty, tzli eshu matzos, roasted with matzah. So what's matzah got to do with anything? It's Chanukah, where you're not eating matzah. Anu v'amru amein, answer amein, v'ichlu b'ditzos, and eat it with joy. HaKoilos yechedolan, the voices should cease. Minusach hamayim, from the pouring of the water. Beveis hayayin nolon, let's sleep in the bar. B'chol yoim pamayim, every day twice. Mikoilos mayim rabim, from the sound of great water, tatzleno oznechem, your ears should be saved. V'chol mishras dam anovim, and every soaked grape, la yamush mipichem, should not be removed from your mouth. Now, to me, this is very eerie, because in my area, there was torrential flooding last night and this morning, the likes of which we haven't seen since Sandy. All the streets are flooded, some of them are impassable. And this is a tefillah, Hashem, save our ears from flood. I don't remember who, somebody from the Belsky family sent me Rabbi Belsky's commentary on this Zemer, and this was written by Rabbi Yaakov Galinsky, who's saying this over in the name of Rabbi Belsky, who says that in fact this is a holy niggun, and the words have kedusha, and it was in fact written by the Ibn Ezra. We know the Ibn Ezra who was one of the greatest Perushim ever written on Chumash, but he lived somewhat of a tragic life. He had a tragic family life, and he lived in great financial difficulty. In fact, he did not have good mazel when it came to Parnasa. The Ibn Ezra, whatever he did, never worked out. He would say, if he would sell candles, then the sun would never set. If he would sell burial shrouds, nobody would ever die. He just didn't have mazel and Parnasa. And because of that, he was a wanderer for most of his life. He met many of the Balei HaTosfos. He was good friends with Rabbeinu Tam. He was in Africa, Italy, France, but he never had a home. And of all the Shabbosim of the year that you want to be at home, and you want to be with family, it's Shabbos Chanukah. And because he was all on his own Shabbos Chanukah, he had Chalishas Hadas, and he was awaiting the time that every man in Israel could retire, Tachas Gafnoi, V'Tachas Teinosai, could have some menucha in the land of Israel and have their own home. So he begins by describing the beautiful table of Shabbos Chanukah. He says, Ichlu Mashmanim, eat fatty foods, and soiles revucha, scalded flour like knedlach, different birds, Shabbos Chanukah. As we know, that whatever you have, you need to sell for Chanukah. So if you have a base core, a parcel of land, sell it. Tachgar, make yourself a sharecropper. Tiskar, rent it. Lech Shabbos Chanukah. And then, until now, he says, Barburim, Avusim, B'shudim Sluyim, fatty chickens. And now, he turns to the Yom Tov of Pesach. And meaning, when the Yom Tov of Pesach comes, and he'll be in the land of Israel, he'll have the meat on spits, and he'll be counted as one of the people on the Karm Pesach, not as a guest. And he describes the Karm Pesach as soft, fatty, roasted, and eaten. And then, as Chazal say in Psachim Pevav, that after the eating of the Karm Pesach, the houses were filled with people, even though it was very cramped, and everybody would stand on their roofs, and the people in Yerushalayim would respond, Amen. Now, the author turns to the Yom Tov of Sukkot and the Simchas Beis HaShoeva, where there were Shiros V'Zmiros from the Levium, and Hakoilos Yachadolan Minisach Hamayim, meaning when the sounds would stop, it's only then people would go to sleep. Beveis Hayayin Nolan, Beis Hayayin is the Beis Hamikdash, where they had the Nisach Hayayin. They would sleep there, meaning they could not go home, but they had to sleep in Yerushalayim. B'chol Yom Pamayim may be a reference to the Talmud Shel Shachar and the Talmud Shel Ben Ha'arbayim. And even when there was a great rash from all the water, Mikodos Mayim Rabim, save our ears, but Yayin should never be removed from our mouth. We should always be besimcha uvaharchavas hadas. And Ibn Ezra is sort of longingly looking to the time when he will be able to have a home and a family to be together with. So this is really, it has a somber undertone. of the life of the Ibn Ezra who did not have that family life and that home life, but it's to remind us, especially on Shabbos Chanukah, to appreciate one of the greatest gifts in life that we often take for granted, and that is the gift of a home and the gift of family. And that's the song of Ichlu Mashmanim. Regarding the question about it, that Sudos of Chanukah are in fact not Sudas Mitzvah. So we could offer three approaches. Number one, that may be the opinion of Marami Rotenberg. But as we know, the Marshal says, Sudos on Chanukah are in fact Sudas Mitzvah. So if they are Sudas Mitzvah, we're allowed to sing L'Tzoyrach Shabbos Chanukah. Furthermore, the conclusion of Ramah is that since there are two opinions, therefore if you sing Zmiros on Chanukah, then the Suda becomes a Sudas Mitzvah. In that case, sing the song Ichlu Mashmanim. And if you sing the song, then the Suda is a Sudas Mitzvah. And then everything you eat will taka be L'Tzoyrach Shabbos Chanukah. Or we could say, based on the Ben Ish Chai that we started the first year with, that of all the Shabbos of the year, the Shabbos you should rejoice the most is Shabbos Chanukah. Maybe we'll agree to Marami Rotenberg that Sudos on Chanukah are a Sudas Rishos. But Shabbos Chanukah, there's a fusion of Chanukah and Shabbos, because the Yevanim try to take away Shabbos. So to celebrate Shabbos on Chanukah, so there's a special added dimension to the Shabbos. So then there's a certain element of mitzvah. We're celebrating that the Rebbeinu Shalom restored Shabbos to us. So then Taka on Shabbos, everyone would agree the Sudos are a Sudas Mitzvah. And maybe that's why everyone would agree we could sing L'Tzoyrach Shabbos Chanukah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play you two beautiful Niggunim. And here we go. This is from one of the members of the Belsky family. Many of them, without even knowing that the other sent to me, I think I got by Kemat over the last year from almost 10 different mishpachos. And then I'm going to play you above of a Niggun. And if you want me to send you one of them, I'll be happy to do that. Here we go. You ready? You can follow along inside.
Ichlu Mashmanim v'soylez v'ucha Torim uvnei yoina lekovit Shabbos Chanukah Ichlu Mashmanim v'soylez v'ucha Torim uvnei yoina lekovit Shabbos Chanukah Kartim kartach kartis kartis kartach kartim karbes karbes kartim kartach kartis kartis kartach kartim karbes karbes because Shabbos Chanukah because Shabbos Chanukah because Shabbos Chanukah Barburim abusim bishvurim tzeloyim bechol eloishim echad min amnuyim barburim abusim bishvurim tzeloyim bechol eloishim echad min amnuyim hay Beis kartim kartach kartis kartis kartach kartim karbes karbes kartim kartach kartis kartis kartach kartim karbes because Shabbos Chanukah because Shabbos Chanukah because Shabbos Chanukah Rach b'toy v'shamein tzili yesh matzos anu v'yamru amen v'yichlu v'nitzos Rach b'toy v'shamein tzili yesh matzos anu v'yamru amen v'yichlu v'nitzos Beis kartim kartach kartis kartis kartach kartim karbes karbes kartim kartach kartis kartis kartach kartim karbes because Shabbos Chanukah because Shabbos Chanukah because Shabbos Chanukah Hakoy lois yavdolon b'nitzol chamayim b'beis hayayin alon b'chol yom b'mayim Hakoy lois yavdolon b'nitzol chamayim b'beis hayayin alon b'chol yom b'mayim kortim korta kortis kortis korta kortim korbes korbes kortim korta kortis kortis korta kortim korbes Niggunim Shabbos Chanukah Niggunim Shabbos Chanukah Niggunim Shabbos Chanukah Mikolos Mayim Rabim Totsileno Oznechem V'ol Mishras Namanovim Lo Yomosh Mibichem Mikolos Mayim Rabim Totsileno Oznechem V'ol Mishras Namanovim Lo Yomosh Mibichem Kortis kortis korta kortim korbes korbes kortim korta kortis kortis korta korta korbes korbes kortim korta kortis kortis Niggunim Shabbos Chanukah Niggunim Shabbos Chanukah.
Okay, very nice. I'm going to play you one more. Are you ready? Above of a niggun. L'kavod Shabbos Chanukah. Here we go. And then I will let you go. Here we go. This is a very nice one. No? That was also nice, but here. Okay, Afreilich and Chanukah, everyone. Agun Shabbos, Agun Chodesh, and Afreilich and Chanukah.
What's the schedule next week? Well,
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.